Welcome back to the weekly reading for Kamala and Tim Walz. Or Kamala Harris, I should say, and Tim Walz. They're not married. But anyway, so it's 9/11 week. Lots of prayers going out ahead of time for everyone. And I just want to see how their week will be. I have a feeling there's some momentum coming in, maybe some new voters. Every week, I think every day there's more, but let's just see how they're doing, maybe how they might need support from us. So hold on, I'll bring you over to my table and get this going. Okay, so I decided to use the Visions of Life Tarot to check in first to see how the debate will go for Kamala. And so this portion, I'll exclude Tim, although maybe he's helping her with debate prep. Never know. But let's see, Kamala, how will the debate go for you? Right there. Okay. Okay, so this will be the forces in motion. I think she's going to wonder where the hell his brain went. Her challenge or cross currents have to do with the fact that he's just going to lie. And she's going to be, trying to keep up with, where does he think he can, But she has her wisdom to overcome all the illusions that are being thrown at her. So this is just a really simple little reading here. She's the Kamala Mamala, and she's going to teach the snake something. Oh my God. And she's going to work hard, and she's going to talk about how hard she's going to work for the rest of us. And by the way, buddy, what are you doing, right? And then she's going to talk about him grifting, how he just begs. It's always begging for money. I think that's going to be the portion of it. Also, how poor we will all be if if he gets in again. I wonder, if I were to keep going, I wonder if he's going to be late and she's going to be waiting for him. Let's do it this way. See, I can put a couple more cards here, and then keep these kind of separate over here, and yeah, what kind of? Well, I think she's really going to talk about the fact that we'll be stable with their campaign financially. I mean, it was what's the name of that big? Not J.D. Morgan, not Goldman Sachs came out with they are endorsing her, and they are saying that if we have another Trump 4 years, we would be way worse off economically. So there's that. Let's see what was at the bottom. Yeah, she really is gonna focus on the money. And she's going to focus, she might be speaking a lot about the money that he has, all the violations of the emoluments clause, right? How he just filled his own coffers when he was in the White House. So that's interesting. She's going to focus on the growth and hard work and achievements, and she's going to talk about, it's all going to be a lot of economic thing, going on. Or she's going to talk more about economics than anything else. Okay. That tells me, or that's the latest update, at least for now. Now, I'll be live with Lori. We'll both be together on my channel. Lisa is on vacation. So Lori agreed to step in with me, and we'll be there for you guys tomorrow. So if you have more questions, just join us. Noon Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern, and then just in between if you are Mountain or Central. Okay, so I'm using the Lennies, and let's look at her week. And Tim's week as well. Kamala and Tim. I forgot to include him last week. So how will their week go? Kamala and Tim. We know it's 9/11 week. I'm sure that they will be, doing their part to help us get through another year of the grieving process. And we know Trump will do something stupid, but let's focus in on Kamala and Tim. Every time I feel into that guy, he is like, or open up to his energy, it feels like he's just on fire and laughing all the time. Like the fire of laughter. The Joyful Warriors. Kamala and Tim. September 9th through the 15th. Okay, right there. Woo! So movement coming out, hitting the road, or just bringing news. Here we are with Kamala's card. Her name Kamala, which means Kamala Devi, right? Lotus. New wisdom. That has to do with motherhood and. Oops, hold on. I've got a glare. Let me turn off these. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, what a difference. Let's see. Can I get more light in with my? Hold on. Maybe under my monitor there. I don't know. It's just such a world of difference. It's okay though. So this feels to me like what's weighing on her mind has to do with the wisdom of motherhood and speaking up about it. Oh yes, and the health, reproductive rights. So she's reaching out far and wide to connect, and to try and dispel the darkness of the complications and the problems with not having for women to not have their control over their health care. Yeah, she'll definitely be like, the fox can be sometimes like the Page of Swords, where it kind of like pries open information and sheds some light, and then that's what the sun is going to be shining the light on the darkness of what Trump has been trying to do, and the whole GOP. She's going to bring in light and wisdom. I think she's going to teach us to have a lot more faith in them. Let me go ahead and just get these laid out. There are a lot of little things that bother her. Ooh, I like that. Oh, and then here she is. Okay. So for this week, I would say primarily she's just going to be out on the road, talking, communicating. There's a burden, but we will learn to have faith in her wisdom. There's a burden for her to work that hard. And with the mice up here, these two cards knighting together, she's really cognizant of the details and then also able to see the big picture. She is going to have to be careful with toxins that are like airborne while she's traveling around. She is going to have to be careful about COVID while she's out. But she's moving forward in her authority. And she does have, I like seeing this card next to the clouds because on both levels, there's a good message. When it comes to COVID, she's going to protect herself and keep strong, strict boundaries around her. Maybe people staying back and then having people tested who are close by, that are in her proximity. And then with the clouds, because the clouds can be connected to COVID, like the mist. And on another level, this would be her with all of her wisdom, experience as a prosecutor. When it comes to the legal card in the Lenormand, this is it here. So this is her as a prosecutor, dispelling the darkness. The light side is here, and she's dispelling the darkness of the fraud and the scams that is Donald Trump. And she may be speaking a lot about, protecting us, protecting our health, like I said, women's health care. And then also, she's really committed to that. Also, this could have to do with the information that came out about, all the Russian meddling in the election and the 32 internet domains that the DOJ took down just a couple days ago. So, because this reminds me here of Russia and their lies, the lies and the subterfuge, or just the subterfuge, lies, scams, and of course, the Russian bear. So, as far as that goes, she's going to shine a light on that, and she's going to shine a light on those networks. She may even be talking, about the burden of, I think it's more about her commitment to dispel the darkness. But I think on another level, I think she knows that Trump is involved in the money laundering, crime ring, crime syndicates, all that network that's connected overseas or, all over the world. Opening up the reading, what we have here is the social media. And then also when she's out, the interaction with the public is kind of a burden right now because that newest form of COVID is, I guess, super, super contagious. But I would hope that they would have gotten their vaccine because it's out already, and I would think that she would have gotten it. I don't have it here in Oregon yet, but I would hope that her and Tim got it already. And I think I saw that last week. Looked like they had the jab. I don't have the scythe or anything like that to show this week, so I think she already took care of it. Maybe she's feeling a little tired and the burden of, taking care of herself so that her health is taken care of publicly. Because the bear brings strength. And she knows the burden of carrying that much power. And the burden that, her coming from her background as attorney general and prosecutor and all of that, she knows her public burden to use her wisdom, to be wise. Also, she's thinking about, and part of her message this next week, I think, is she's thinking about the burden on the elderly and children. The vulnerability, and without taking care of the mothers, we don't have the children, right? So all of this Roe v. Wade, being taken away with the Dobbs decision is just the worst thing. But she's going to be talking about that, and she's going to have some new information that she's bringing out that really connects with people. And there's lots of travel. Looking at the four corners, she's going to take every opportunity to connect on social media and out in the public, and bringing in change and travel. And we can look at this as like a blue wave. Think of a ship on the ocean. And it's her. Like, she's the answer. The message that she has, whether it's coming out vocally or in print, is the most important thing to listen to. The book has to do with her knowledge of the law, and that will be an important part of her voice this next week. Maybe it's a lot that's coming out in the debate too. So yeah, it does look pretty good. To have the sun, the stars, and the key, and the ring, and the bear, and the lilies all in 1 week is very positive. And then the fact that she came through. Tim didn't show up, but we know, we can feel his presence. He's a big part of this. But I think things are just going to be she's going to have some little nigglies, like thinking about all the little things she has to say, and because there's so much to say and to deal with. And I think she's finding her wisdom as to keeping the message very simple, the simple truth coming through here, shining a light on the simple truth. And that might be, the little thing that's kind of nagging at her all the time. Like, what's the most important thing to say? That's weighing down on her. And she's focused, because of where she landed in this little spread, all of this is weighing down on her, and she's focused on all of these things are kind of like over her head. Like weighing on her mind, not over her head, but weighing on her mind. It like kind of this mental, But she's not going to tell you. She's never going to show how hard it is for her. She's been trained and taught to just keep on keeping on. That's her mother there that would be that way, and. This could be her as a child with her connection to justice and fairness in the law, the law of, justice. She is a Libra. But she can't really move forward without taking all of the past with her. And it's like we're on the Kamala bus, right? We're on the Kamala. We're on the Kamala. Kamala. She's the lawyer. Was the lawyer, the AG, the everything. And all of this is, she's got all of this to bring with her. Legal issues, dispelling the darkness, the scam, the fraud, shining the light on the truth of the law. And there's a lot of spiritual law going on here, too. The little ship up here is ruled by Jupiter. We're talking spiritual law. And connections with other countries, that's on her mind. So there's a lot weighing down on her this week, but she's going to do really well. These cards are good. As far as good as they can be, considering what she's dealing with. So, but I love seeing success. And putting her hand on the Bible someday and taking that oath. And there we are. Very important. Okay. And then also, I'll just close up with this to have the stars knighting, to her, that is really good for, like, she's our navigational system. She's navigating for the good of the country, the law. Yeah, and especially women. the family, basically. The health of the country, the health of the Constitution, the health of the country, health of children. She does have a special connection to children. Yeah, I can feel that as well. And so does, my goodness, so does Tim. So I love all this money, power, protection here, but then trying to dispel the darkness of what's come out about Russia, the Russian internet trolls. So, okay, thanks you guys. Take good care. Bye.